Alright guys, just San here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And for today's video, we're going to be doing a showcase on the physical LR Buuhan in contrast to our LR Vegito showcase yesterday. And I mean, this guy could be approaching an easy A, like the Vegito as well. So I do want to get a showcase on both of these guys because they're both still pretty good in certain situations and can put in some really good just numbers in general. So I want to showcase them before their easy A. And regardless of whether they easy A during the anniversary or not, they will still be getting an easy A within the next, I don't know, maybe year. So they are on the horizon of an easy A. So I do want to do a showcase on them, just seeing how good they are now, and just speculating on what they can do with their easy A. So as you guys probably have noticed, I did bring back the face cam. I figured what better time than a showcase on this guy than to bring back the face cam. So, yeah, this is the team we're going to be running him on. We've got a ton of support. Unfortunately, we are not under a 200% leader skill, though, because this guy does not have one yet. Now, hopefully, if the anniversary is Majin Buu Saga, we can see, like, an LR Kid Buu or something who provides this guy with a 200% leader skill. But, for now, this is the best team we could run him on. So, before we get into his details, just make sure you guys like and subscribe. And keep in mind there are timestamps in the video, so if you want to skip around to the Legendary Vegeta event, or the Red Zone test, or Cell Max test, or just really depends where I bring him, then absolutely feel free to do that. And I mean, yeah, let's get into this guy's kit. So starting off with his leader skill, it is Power Absorption or Majin Power, category Ki +4, HP +130%, and then Attack and Defense +170%. So not really the craziest leader skill. Power Absorption is pretty good. Let me look at this really quick. Okay, yeah, so we do have a lot of the cells and a lot of the coolers in here, but unfortunately, pretty much the best cell in the game, well, no, not pretty much, the best cell in the game is not Easy 8 on Global yet, so he's not the best cell in the game. So for Global, this category isn't necessarily insane, but I'm sure a lot of buffs are on the horizon, and I'm sure we could get a lot of buffs for it very soon. Like I said, if we do end up getting that LR Kid Buu, I think he's on Power Absorption, right? Not Majin Buu Saga, Power Absorption. Because technically, well, no, I guess he didn't absorb anyone, so... Okay, yeah, so actually, you know what? Yeah, he's not going to be on Power Absorption. But still, if we're going to get Boos in the future, which of course we will, they will buff this category minus Kid Buu. And of course, the cells, coolers, a lot of androids are on here. So a pretty good category for him to lead. And he would be a pretty good lead once he does Easy A, because this would be 4 Ki and 170% to stats across the board to both of these categories, which of course is pretty valuable. So for his leader skill, it's not really the craziest now, but there is a lot of potential. And for this guy's super attack effect, on his 12 Ki, he raises attack infinitely, and then causes colossal damage to enemy. And then on his 18 Ki, he raises defense infinitely, and then causes mega colossal damage to enemy. So pretty good just effects right there. He's stacking attack on his 12 Ki, and then defense on his 18 Ki. I do kind of wish he stacked defense on his 12 Ki as well, just so additionals would benefit him in terms of his defense. But I mean, it is what it is. It's still pretty useful that he does stack. So there is that. And moving on to this guy's passive, he recovers 12% HP at start of turn, he gets 120% attack and defense, and then he gets an additional 1 Ki per type Ki sphere obtained, and then he has a medium chance of launching an additional super. So not really that much to talk about here, just a couple things. He's recovering HP, he gets 1 Ki per type Ki sphere obtained, he gets that medium chance to launch an additional, and then other than his start of turn attack and defense, that is it. So not really anything too crazy. They've got a lot they can build upon here with his Easy A. So I am really looking forward to that. I think the main thing that stands out, probably of what could change with his Easy A, is just make it to where he recovers more HP. Obviously give him more start of turn attack and defense. Maybe give him 2 Ki per type Ki sphere obtained. And then give him an additional that has a high chance of becoming a super. Just so it enables him to have the hidden potential system additional proc more often. Because right now it's just a medium chance of launching an additional super. And that's not the way we like it worded. So, unfortunately, there is that, but still, overall, considering his age, because I haven't even mentioned this yet, this guy is really old. I mean, I'm sure you guys know that, but he's really old. Of course, we're talking about him getting an Easy A. So, his kit is pretty outdated, but considering his age, I would say this is a pretty solid passive. Now, moving on to his active skill, it can be activated when HP is 50% or more, starting from the 4th turn from start of battle, and then his effect is that he obviously absorbs Ultimate Gohan, and then he becomes the Majin Buu, or he becomes Buuhan. Yeah, I was about to call him Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan Absorbed, which technically that's his name, but I'd rather just call him Buuhan. So, alright, for his super attack effect, he raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, and then, yeah, he's doing the same thing on his 18 Ki, except for, obviously, he causes mega colossal damage. And then his passive skill is that he recovers 10% HP start of turn. He gets 150% attack and defense. He launches an additional attack that is a medium chance of becoming a super. So that is the way we like it worded, because that'll help him proc his hidden potential system additional. And then he gets an additional 1 key per type key sphere obtained. Or no, it's per key sphere obtained, so even rainbow key spheres. And then he gets 5 key for 5 turns from start of turn. And then he seals the attacked enemy's super attack for 5 turns. So that's pretty useful for Super Battle Road. And of course, he's got a lot of key going on, so you will be getting his 18 key quite often. But other than that, I don't know, nothing really too useful here. For sure, the HP recovery is pretty nice, but alright, so getting into his links, he has Metamorphosis, Shocking Speed, The Wall Standing Tall, Big Bad Bosses, Majin, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't get Big Bad Bosses until he transforms. I think Big Bad Bosses is something else. Well, yeah, it is something else, but okay, it's Fear and Faith. So, you do have to transform with him to get Big Bad Bosses, which doesn't really, that's not really a good thing, because of course, Big Bad Bosses is an amazing link, and judging by his categories, you're going to be running him with a lot of other Big Bad Bosses units, so the fact that he only gets it when he transforms is, is pretty bad, but, yeah, anyway, with all that said, let's go ahead and cut to when we are in the Legendary Vegeta event. Alright, so we are here in the Legendary Vegeta event, and we're starting off with a really good rotation. We are going to have 4 out of 7 links active, and we do also have support from the Buu tanks right here. So just overall, a really good rotation. Wait, I want to make sure I got his name right. Oh, no, it's Buccalo. Okay. I hate saying that, Buccalo. It sounds so weird. But anyway, alright. Right here, we're going to have 24 key, and we do have the support from the Buu Piccolo. I'm going to call him Buu Piccolo because I don't like the way Buccalo sounds. And, yeah, I mean, let's check his start of turn defense. Now, you do got to keep in mind, obviously, we get the 30% on our 18 key. So right here, after we get that, we're going to be a little under 300k defense, which for sure is not really that good because that's 300k defense just by itself. But he is stacking, so he's just going to get better and better throughout the event. And we are also recovering HP right here, and we do also have built-in additionals. So we do have a lot going on right here. And we hit a pretty good attack stat right there. We did 5.1 million damage. And we hit a 2.7 million additional. So, I mean, kind of good. I guess I'll cut him some slack because, of course, he's really old. And he is also stacking. So, just throughout the fight, he's going to get better and better. But not really the craziest opening rotation right there. I'm going to... Oh, my God. I forgot I brought this guy. So, this is the 50% support Buu. What is he? There's so many Boos. I forget their names. This is the... Okay, this is just Super Buu. Okay, so this is the 50% support Super Buu. And I brought him on the team because... I mean, obviously, he's going to link really well with the Buuhan, and he's also going to support him for 50% attack and defense. So he's going to be a crazy support, and we do already have him on a rotation with the Buu Piccolo. So with both of them on the same rotation as the Buuhan, he's going to look really crazy with the double support. I think we're going to have, what, 80% attack and defense support, which it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, we will get that, not on this rotation, but his next one. And he'll be looking really good there. But for now, I think... Who do we have on the next rotation? We have... I gotta check after this guy does a super attack. Which actually, you know what? That animation is kind of... That's kind of pleasant, I'm not gonna lie. Because this guy is really old. The 50% support units have been out for a while. Actually, they're approaching an Easy A soon as well. At least I hope, because, I mean, they're really useful. Of course, 50% support to an extreme... type is really useful, and then of course if it's a super class 50% support, he supports super class type by 50%. So they're really useful, and I really hope they do Easy A soon. But anyway, right here we are gonna have double support, and we're gonna have 4 out of 7 links active. Once again, we're gonna be at 24 key, and start of turn we're at 305k defense. So a little bit of a jump up because of course we got the stack from the previous rotation, and we do also have the support from this Kid Buu right here. Actually, what is he giving? Oh, wow. Okay, so he's also giving 50% support. Oh, okay. So, actually, right here, we've got a ton of support. We have 80% support right here. So, the rotation that was going to be crazy that I was just saying, we actually have right here. So, overall, a really good rotation right here. 300k defense start of turn isn't really the craziest. We had a 5.48 million attack stat as well. But after we super, we get 30% on super attack effect. So, we're going to be... at 390k defense post-super. So, I mean, that's alright. I guess. That's not really anything too crazy. We'll show a couple more rotations with him. We'll try and get him transformed, and then we will cut to another separate Legendary Vegeta event run where we let him stack up a lot, and then we can see what the potential of his stacking really is. Because, of course, if you bring him in a really long event, he's going to look really, really insane. I mean, as most stacking units do. If you let them do their thing and stack a lot, they'll get crazy. But the fact that this guy stacks attack and defense, I mean, I guess that would only mean that he's going to look crazy offensively and defensively. So, I mean, we'll see with that. But as far as what red zone stage I'm thinking about bringing him in, I'm considering bringing him versus Omega Shenron. So the 7th stage of the GT Bosses one. And I think that would work out good for him. But as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be kind of difficult. Because it takes him a bit to get to some good defensive levels. And if you know that event, you know that the second phase is STR. So this guy is going to take a lot of damage in that second phase. Actually, you know what? A lot of damage is probably... I'm probably being too nice. He's going to take a lot of damage. Just because it takes him a while to stack up to get to some good defensive levels. I mean, as we saw right there, we were at 300k start of turn defense, which is kind of good. But you do have to keep in mind, we did also have double support right there. And obviously in an event like the 7th stage of the GT Red Zone event, sorry, I'm stuttering with my words right there. So basically just the Omega Shenron Red Zone stage, we can't bring all these support units. So it is more limited to just what Buuhan can do by himself. And unfortunately, I don't really know how well he's going to be looking just with no support and all that. Obviously why I brought a lot of support units. But anyway, right here, we're going to have one more link. So we're going to have 5 out of 7 links active. And we do also have the transformation, which we are going to do right here. We're at 400k start of turn defense, which I guess that's all right. I don't know. That's nothing too crazy. Of course, I mean, we are on turn 5. So 400k defense on turn 5 isn't necessarily that bad, though. But in terms of support, once again, we've got a crazy rotation. So we're going to go ahead and pop this and just see how it's looking. Now, this is one of the better animations in the game still. I really like this. It's very basic and simple, but I don't know. I like it. Okay, well, I don't know if it's one of the better animations in the game, but it's cool. You know, look at that end pose right there. It's cool. So we're starting off with an 18 key super attack, and we do drop down to 4 out of 7 links because, of course, we're missing Big Bad Bosses, which... Did I bring a unit with Big Bad Bosses on here? I don't... Yeah, I think this guy has Big Bad Bosses when he is transformed. He doesn't? Why does he not have Big Bad Bosses? Okay, wait. Wait, I gotta make sure I brought someone with Big Bad Bosses. Wow, okay. I did not bring anyone with Big Bad Bosses. Oh, okay. Whew, thank God. This guy has Big Bad Bosses. All right, well, we'll try and flow him off to get him on the same rotation. Just so we can see how he's looking with Big Bad Bosses, because, of course, that is a really crucial link. And start of turn, we're at 439k defense, so a little bit of a jump up. And, of course, if we did have that extra link right there in Big Bad Bosses, we would be approaching 500k defense. So, 500k defense start of turn with, I mean, over 5 million attacks, that is pretty good, I guess, considering his age. And we did transform with him really, like, quickly. So if we stacked up a lot more, we would have been at a much higher defensive stat right there. Because, of course, the stacks that this guy gets does carry on into his transform state. And, I mean, as it is with most stacking units. So typically with those types of units, you do want to let them stack up a lot. So then they can become, like, crazy when they're transformed. I mean, take the 7th year anniversary LRs, for example. They stack up a bunch before they're fused, or transformed, I guess, for the LR gods. And then you transform with them, and then they're at like 500k start of turn defense. They're getting 100% defense on super attack, and then they've got damage reduction, dodge, and all that. So they can become really crazy when you stack up a lot with them. And the same kind of goes for this guy. I mean, he doesn't really have any crazy defensive abilities when he transforms. So it really is just that defensive stat, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess that does go to show you that you really do want to make sure you stack up a lot with him. But all right, we're going to show this rotation and then one more rotation after this when we have Big Bad Bosses active. And then we will call it in here and we'll hop in another Legendary Vegeta event fight and then see how much defense he can get to when he stacks. But anyway, right here, we're at 376k start of turn defense. Yeah, that really sucks. That's not good at all. I'm just being honest with you. That's pretty bad because we get no defense on super attack. We recover HP, which I guess that is kind of something like that's a defensive capability, so that does make him look a little bit better defensively because it's health, of course, and that's all about your defense. 100k per normal, all right. But we hit a 6.13 million attack stat. Not really too good, but we do have the additional right here, which we can get, which I don't think we've gotten additional for this guy yet. Oh, well, there we go. Actually, you know what? This animation looks pretty good. Not as good as the Vegetos. Look, if you saw the Vegito showcase, you saw the animations for that guy, and those animations are crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Buuhan has good animations, but not compared to the Vegito. But, I mean, it is a Vegito after all, so. Wow, okay, 235k damage right there from the super. Now, of course, we do have type disadvantage, but that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, we're pretty low on HP. All right, well, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll just kill right here. We'll showcase the next rotation, and then we can cut to when we've stacked up more with him. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna nuke with him on this rotation too. Actually, no, I'm gonna nuke with him when we're in the other legendary Vegeta event, because there we'll have stacked with him a lot more, so we'll have more of the attack stacks in, so we could probably hit an even crazier number. But all right, right here okay, so we have double support, and of course we do have Big Bad Bosses active. So yeah, we got 5 out of 7 links, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a crazy defensive stat because we've got double 50% support. 300 what? Oh, we don't have it from the... Oh, my God. We don't have the 50% support from this guy. All right. Well, I mean, we still have 30% support from him, and we're only at 372k defense. Yeah, that's really not that good, actually. And we have Big Bad Bosses active. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right. Maybe I was overhyping this guy just a little. Alright, well, I guess we'll get this attack stat in, and then we'll cut to, as I said like 20 times in this video already, the other legendary Vegeta event. So, alright, we're taking a little bit of a damage right there. Now, this Kid Buu is still supporting. He doesn't have his 50% support active, but we are still supporting for 30% attack and defense. So keep that in mind. We did still have a pretty good support right there. And we're at 777 attack stat. I mean, I guess that's pretty good considering we can do some additionals right here, but... I don't know. I mean, we did crit right there as well. So, I mean, we did some pretty solid damage, but in terms of our defense right there, yeah, it was very ass. That was very, very bad. So, I mean, I guess we did some damage. We crit as well, which we don't have built in. We just got that in our hidden potential system, but, I mean, yeah, I guess there's that. So, let's go ahead and cut to when we are in the legendary Vegeta, or, yeah, oh yeah, when we're in the legendary Vegeta event. I thought I messed that up. Alright, so we are back in the legendary Vegeta event, and right here we are on turn 16. So, kind of an unrealistic showing because you don't really get to turn 16 all that often. But we have stacked up a lot with him. We have double support. We're going to have 5 out of 7 links active. And right here, we are at 777k start of turn defense. Don't know what this Buuhan is with 777. That's been in the video twice now. One with his attack stat, one with his defense. But anyway, a pretty good defensive stat. I mean, obviously, he's going to be over 1 million defense after he supers, because he does get that 30% on super attack effect, but I don't know, man. We've got double 50% support. We're on turn 16, and we're at 777k start of turn defense. So he's kind of a slow stacker, if there's one thing I've gathered from this. And honestly, I think an easy way to fix this would just be making it to where he stacks defense on his 12 key. But they'll fix that with his easy A. But for now, I guess kind of good. I am actually going to transform with him because his defensive stat is going to increase when he transforms. So, of course, we're going to do that. And, alright, we jump up to over 1 million defense. Okay, that's actually really good. Now, we don't get any defense on super, but still, over 1 million K start of turn defense that's pretty good. We are actually going to have Big Bad Bosses active right here as well. Well, I want to see how much our defense drops when we don't have Big Bad Bosses active. 850k. Okay, so still a pretty good defensive stat, but... Alright, right here, we have a good rotation. We're going to nuke with him, see how much damage he can do right here, and then we are going to cut to the Omega Shenron Red Zone stage. Now, hopefully I don't have that much trouble in that stage. I got a feeling I will, but I guess we'll just see. So, yeah, we're going to hit a crazy number right here. I can already tell you that. I do think we're probably gonna die though after, because of course the two Boos in slot 2 and 3 really suck, so they're gonna die. But I did see that our defense dropped just a little. It was a little under 1 million right there. So I think that was because shocking speed, shocking speed. We did get our defense loaded right there as well, so that is kind of unfortunate. But all right, we're over a 20 million attack stat right there. Keep in mind we could also do an additional right here, which, I mean, I want to see 11 million crit. Okay, wow. Oh, we got 2 additional normals. Really? Thanks, Buuhan. Thanks a lot. I swear, I always get additional normals. I don't know what's up with that, but all right. Well, I mean, pretty good rotation right there. Of course, we did a ton of damage, but we did, of course, have that item active right there. So it wasn't really towards his actual performance. It was just kind of a fun rotation. And we had a lot of support, and we were over 1 million defense, which that was actually just his stat. That's not, well, I mean, we have support, but no items were buffing his defense or anything. So that was just him. And still, I mean, I wouldn't say that's bad, but like that's not really great because we were on turn 16 and we had double 50% support. So yeah, not really the greatest, but let's go ahead and cut to when we are in the Omega Shenron Red Zone stage. All right, so we are here in the Omega Shenron Red Zone stage. And one thing about this this Boo is he's actually on some crazy teams. I noticed that, of course, I was running the Tech Exchange Majin Buu as the lead, so I could bring a lot of crazy options here. And actually, this worked out really well for me. I was able to run Gamma 1 and 2 as a rotation. I was able to run the STR Kid Buu alongside the physical LR Buuhan. And they're a pretty good rotation. I think they share... Okay, well, they share 3 out of 7 links, but once we transform with him, they're going to share 4 out of 7, because then we get big bad bosses, which is a pretty big deal. So getting that is going to be a pretty good thing. But right here, we're at 300k start of turn defense. Now, that is one thing I was saying with this guy, is that he just does not stack quick enough. Don't get me wrong, we're only on turn 7, but this is pretty common to where you're going to be at turn 7 in the heat of the battle, and we're just not really prepared for Omega Shenron right here. We're going to take a ton of damage. We did get pretty lucky with our supers too. I think we've gotten at least 3 off in the run already, so for sure, that is kind of unfortunate, and that's 3 18-key supers. So all 3 of those supers were defensive stacks. And right here, we have no support, so that does kind of go to show, too, that without support, he will kind of drop off in terms of his stats. I mean, no duh, but, you know. So still kind of good, but not really too impressive. We're going to transform with him really quick just so we can get big bad bosses active. And we jump up to 417k defense. We are going to be at a full 24-key super. And, I mean, yeah, let's just see how good this guy is looking. We've got a pretty good rotation, I mean, considering we don't have any support, but we still are going to have those 4 out of 7 links active. And right here, we are taking double digits from Omega Shenron. All right, so, I mean, I will still give credit where credit is due. Double digits from this guy is still impressive, regardless of him having type advantage. That is still really good because this guy does still hit hard. I mean, even if you have type advantage, you do still have to have a pretty good level of defense to tank double digits from this guy. But, I mean, yeah, pretty impressive overall. I would say, for sure, again, double digits is somewhat impressive in this event. In terms of his offense, too, we did some pretty good numbers right there. We didn't really get that lucky with additionals, but I just don't get lucky with additionals, I guess. I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, I mean, that pretty much has been the video. There's not really too much else to show with this guy. He's a pretty good unit for sure, but he has aged. He's a little bit of a slow stacker, and honestly, he's not really insanely reliable in slot 1, because you really do want to make sure you get that defense on his super attack so then you can be at a reasonable level of defense. But, I mean, hey, one good thing is that he does fit on some of these teams. I mean, look at Gamma 1 and 2 right here. They're at some crazy levels of defense, and then, of course, they have other gimmicks. Like the Gamma 1 has 50% damage reduction and guard for the first, I think, 4 turns. And then the Gamma 2 gets a ton of defense on super attack and can do so many additionals. So, I mean, yeah, but I guess they're more, obviously, newer releases, so, of course, they'd be a lot better. While this guy is like, what, 3 years old at this point, so... Alright, well, that has been the video. Let me know what you guys think of this Buuhan down in the comments. You think I was too harsh on him, or if you think I was too lenient with him, let me know that as well. Just keep in mind, this is all my personal opinion. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.